influential as each other.
Okay, thank you. And Elliot, from your perspective, how do you think consumers are responding? Are they becoming more global or more local? Facebook is obviously based on a universal concept, that of friendship, but how do markets actually socialise around the world and interact and connect? Is that a global way, or is there a local difference?
I think that's a really interesting question, because obviously it's a universal thing around the world to have friends in every single culture. And Facebook, which was developed in the United States, I think was developed with a specific sense of friendship, which is quite American, which is having quite a few friends is a good thing, and showing the number of friends that you have is something that one can be proud of. And you see that on the Facebook page. You actually see how many friends you have and how many friends someone else has. And that's been enormously successful. But in Japan, I think it hasn't been very successful, because in Japan, it's not necessarily considered a good thing to have too many friends. You can be seen as superficial if you're showing on your page more than 50 friends. And same with the like button. As Trevor was saying, the homepage of Facebook is the same everywhere in the world, but I think it's worthwhile adjusting sometimes, because it's not necessarily seen as a good thing of liking indiscriminately too many pages and too many people. And same thing, the wall, the public wall on Facebook can be quite embarrassing for some Japanese people, for information to be shared too much. So the way friendship and the way friends actually interact, I think, is quite different from one culture to another. In Japan, Mixi is the local Facebook and has been very successful in not having a like button, not having a number of where you see how many friends are there, and not having a wall, but having some other functions. I wanted to say that to provoke a little bit Trevor and see what he says about that.
There's two things. I mean, our concept isn't about friends, it's about connections, right? So we talk about the social graph and connecting with things that are of value. That could be people, that could be brands and organisations, that could be various businesses. So I'd push back on that. It's not about friends, because I have as many connections with brands and organisations as I do with people. I connect to TechCrunch or to Coca-Cola or to Adidas Football or anyone that adds value to my experience on Facebook. And the increase or the rollout of the open graph in terms of like is about being able to create more connections with things that are of value in terms of your internet experience, and that could mean more than just people. So I take issue with the friends aspect. On the Japanese case, yeah, there is that, and we look at that, and we have got a team in Japan on the market, in the local market, that are looking at local issues like that to think about how we can escalate our product in that market, because the market is so different. In fact, the market is really different in terms of what people in Japan use Facebook for. It's gaming primarily. Maybe it's because of the issues that you talked